Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Down! 180! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! Watch twist! Watch twist! Watch express!
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Running is Jacobs. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40. A big play that time for the Raiders. Even 60 yards.
60 yards. First down, Raiders.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Caught left side, Williams. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. There he goes right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Big bet on the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Juju, there's definitely a positive spirit about that man. You know, I know you know this story, but he was asked in training camp by a fan to sign his head next to a tattooed Steelers logo.
And not a piece of paper on his head.
No.
Sign his head.
Sign his head. And then later Juju told reporters he'd give game tickets to that fan if he got it tattooed. Well, he did. And Juju came through with not only game tickets, but season tickets for the fan.
Well, there is a positive spirit about him, as you said. He does give good juju out there, and the fans feel it. In fact, at another practice session, he took part in a gender reveal because the fans asked him, hey, can you come over and help us out with this? He said, sure. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's a boy.
Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Go! Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the run.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Weapon. World. 55. Hey, Alpha. Hey, eat.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Show that bench release and go. Let's go. Hey, Echo. Number 53. Mike 53. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, exit. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. So we got man.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken near the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he
he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
694. Mike 48. I got him.
Hey, high 7.
48, Mike. 29.
To throw his car. Into the end zone. Oakland Raiders touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Here's Roethlisberger. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Brand. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Raiders.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
637. Mike 48. Move. I'm going to run you over. 48, Mike. 48, Express.
Carr to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Hey, Charlie.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On third down, Roethlisberger. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Bravo. Let's go.
54. Mike's 54.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Now, you ready? 48, Mike. Let's go, D.
On first down, Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Washington. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go. And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Let's go, let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned.
And I think the ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard.